I feel like every horror movie fan knows that you have to watch a lot of mediocre movies before you find the ones that actually scare you. So I thought to maybe help a fellow horror movie watcher out, I would make a list of the 3 movies that scared me the most. And I feel qualified because I watch a lot of horror movies. My criteria for this list was that the movie had to actually scare me so much that it made me lose sleep, so the barrier to entry was pretty high. Starting out with Backcountry. I feel like I don't see this movie talked about a lot. This is about a couple who get lost on a camping trip and are then stalked by a bear. And I know that in the grand scheme of horror movies, this doesn't sound that bad, but just give it a chance. I watched this with a friend of mine that's also a pretty avid horror movie watcher, and we went in pretty casually and we were both so humbled by the end. It's hard to explain exactly why this movie reaches the horror heights that it does, but I will say it has a very intense atmosphere and it's quite brutal. Speaking of bears, second is Annihilation. I had to look up whether this counts as a horror movie, and it is a science fiction cosmic horror movie. Good enough for me. This movie follows a group of scientists who are sent to study an anomaly called the Shimmer, a quarantined zone where nature acts differently. Most of the scientists who have been sent to study the Shimmer in the past have never returned. The bear scene, if you know, you know, goes viral pretty often here on TikTok, but I'd argue there are many other scenes in this movie that are just as frightening, if not more so. I saw this in theaters and I was completely frozen to my seat basically the entire time. This movie is wild and it's also incredibly well crafted. It's based on a book, which is part of a series, and I often recommend both to people. Third and final, Lake Mungo. Lake Mungo, this movie. This movie is shot as a pseudo-documentary, and it also includes elements of found footage. It follows a family dealing with the aftermath of the drowning death of their daughter, Alice. I will say I have a weakness for found footage. I don't know why it tends to scare me more than other formats. This movie is eerie and quiet, and it's a meditation on grief. It all circles around this one particular scene, and I won't spoil it, but I will say that I kept seeing that image in my mind's eye when I was trying to sleep for like weeks after I watched this. So those are the movies that have scared me the most, but there's many good horror movies out there, so I'm going to make a part 2, so stay tuned.